Welcome to Den. We're excited to take you through a 30-minute training session today. I'm Isa.
And I'm Bree. We hope to get to know you so soon through one of our Den training groups. Den brings together the best of strength training, Pilates, and somatic movement, helping you feel embodied and strong.
This is just a taste of what we do. We believe the magic happens with commitment and in community, so we invite you to join the next Den.
Look forward to meeting you. Enjoy your workout. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Den. Today, we are going to do a 30-minute full body workout. So we're going to start by doing a quick demo of what's going on, but basically what you're going to need, 2 heavy dumbbells, 2 light or medium dumbbells, think 5 to 8 to 10 pounds, depending on how confident you're feeling. You're going to want a little band. If you don't have one, no big deal. Maybe just like a towel so you can create a little resistance, or everything we're doing today, you can absolutely do body weight. If you have soup cans that you can use as weights or books, that'll probably be helpful and create a little bit of resistance. Resistance training is so important for your health. So hopefully you can have at least a little bit of that. But if it's just body weight, you're still in for a great workout. So some of the bigger motions we're going to be doing today are lunges. So we're going to be holding our heavy weights and we're going to be stepping back, bringing our knee to the ground and up. We're going to be working unilaterally today. So that means we're going to do everything on one side, go through this whole set, and then we're going to go to the other side. So the second motion is going to be a curtsy slider lunge. So just using something like a towel on the floor, you're just going to go sliding into a curtsy and back up. So your hips are going to stay forward and you're leaning out to the side. And as you saw Isa demoing, if you don't have heavy weights, you can also do slider lunges for your reverse lunges. And then we're going to grab our medium weights, and you can do these standing or on your knees, but we're going to go into overhead presses. Just basically bring your arms to goalposts and back down, and then doing kind of the inverse of that from just straight down in front of our hips and up. And then we're going to go into little bear plank, shoulder taps, classic push-ups. But now that we've gone through that, you can know a little bit what to expect. We're going to start with a little warm-up. You're going to want your band right by your side. And we're just going to start laying on our back. Let's start by just taking a deep breath into our nose for 4 and out our mouth for 6. Breathing in for 4 and out your mouth for 6. Like you're blowing out a straw. Just looking around your space, kind of centering in here in this moment. And let's start bringing some pelvic tilt in. We're just going to curl our pelvis forward and reverse it back. So bringing a little space underneath our back and then pressing our back and bringing the bottom of our butt a little bit. And bringing our knees up to tabletop, finding a neutral spine. Going to bring your arms up, and we're just going to start doing some dead bugs. So you're going to reach your right arm and your left leg out, bring those back, and the opposite. Left arm, right leg. Just getting our core activated here. And you can go ahead and just flip right over. I'm going to turn around just so I'm still facing you. And I'm going to bring myself onto my stomach. So coming up kind of into this sphinx-like pose, We're going to just slide our arms forward so our forehead's on the floor. Flexing our butt, flexing our legs, really pushing our pelvis in, lifting with our upper back. We're bringing our arms up and down. And creating a little pillow with your hands, resting your forehead. And now just lifting our legs. We're going up and down. Squeezing those glutes, keeping your legs straight, straight, straight. And we're just going to do a few of both your arms and your legs at the same time. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Grabbing your band. And you want to put it just right above your knees. You can put it below your knees too, whatever feels better for you. Everyone's body's different. Gonna bring your hips up into a bridge and down. So we're just gonna do a few hip lifts here. And holding at the top, just doing some pulses, up, up, up. And coming down, taking a breath and right back up, this time up pulsing out instead of up. So using those external glutes. What do you call those, Lisa?
Oh my goodness. It's been a minute since I've done my science.
All right. Well, we're doing it. We feel them. Woo! And relaxing out of that. And just keeping your band just where it is, standing right up. Coming into a standing little squat here. We're going to go walk backwards on our mat to the front of your mat, whichever direction you're going. I was standing at the front. So you're walking up. When you hit the end of your mat, you just start walking backwards.
Make sure to keep pushing those knees out. Don't let them collapse in. This is good training for what we're about to get into in our working sets.
All right, one more length of your mat, forwards and backwards. And taking that band off your leg, but keeping it in your hand. We're gonna go and just, depending on how strong your band is, you can go farther or not farther, but just creating a little bit of tension, pulling out, keeping your shoulders back, head pulling to the sky.
And you don't really read into
Woo. 3,
Warming up those shoulders.
2, 1. So good. All right. Just bring a little bounce.
I'm damned if you do, give a damn what people say.
Get some shaking in the arms, maybe in your legs, kicking it out. Rolling those shoulders up and back. Allowing yourself to get some of this bounding motion. And we can take our arms and just kind of tap down our whole body. Can kind of let the bouncing wind down and just continuing that vibration. All right. Hopefully we're all nice and awake. Just bringing some touch, feeling your body in space. And I think we're ready to grab our weights. Let's do a quick, just reach up to the sky and bend down, articulate, get a little stretch, and rolling back up. And then just taking a little spinal wiggle moment. That feels good to me. Okay. Be decisive about what weight you're going to use and try to challenge yourself. If you have a bunch of different weights, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to be starting the timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get after it. And we're going to stay on one leg here, really burn out that left glute.
You'll notice Issa and I are both in a little bit of an angle here with our upper bodies, not straight upright. Halfway.
I picked up 25 today, trying to challenge myself from the last time we did this workout. I believe in myself. Let's do it.
Good for you. I'm on 20s. Woo. 2, 1. All right, putting your weight down. You can grab your slider and you can decide whether or not you want to be holding weights. I think I'm going to hold these 8 pounds and see how I feel. Ready?
Keep it light today.
And go. Trying to keep your hips relatively square.
Feel that pulling through your left heel. Feels so good. Taking it nice and slow, a little Pilates inspired movement here. Whew.
15 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, for our upper bodies, we're doing all of them straight through, 30 seconds each. Grabbing your weight, starting with overhead presses. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now, when I say switch, we're going to go right into our upright rows without resting. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. So we're keeping our shoulders down even though we're pulling up to them. We're not going to let our shoulders go up and down with these weights. keeping our core engaged. Everything in control. 2, 1. All right, weights down. And we're going to bring ourselves into a bear plank in 3, 2, 1. So our knees are just about an inch off the floor, and starting with the tap. Shoulder tap, shoulder tap.
Ooh, these are hard. I love
Putting
these.
our-
You're getting shoulders, you're getting deep core.
3, 2, 1 into push up. So keeping, you can go on your knees for these or up on your toes. 10 more seconds. Keeping your core strong and your hips in line. Two, 1. All right. Amazing.
Ooh,
Standing back up. Can get it off. Going on to the other side. Give yourself a second for a sip of water. Picking up your weights. 3, 2, 1. So we're stepping back with our left foot now, but just make sure you're doing whatever side is not the working side you did last time. The opposite. Keeping most of your weight in that working leg. And we're halfway. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right into our curtsy lunges. Ready, set, go. Should be really feeling it in that glute, right at the bottom of your glute. And we're more than halfway.
For them life, when I step into the jungle.
You know it's hard when neither of us are yapping.
I know.
5,
We love to yap. Ooh.
To vacate the board game suite, just like
2, 1.
Listen, yeah, that
Amazing.
All right.
kid is in the jungle.
And into our upper body. 3, 2, 1.
Kid is in the jungle.
All right.
In the jungle.
We got it. Ooh.
Now, I
Maybe
like
it's not a drop below that goalpost. Keep the tension.
All right. Going to upright rows in 3, 2, 1.
Yo, yeah, that. Oh,
Oh, I love when we switch with the music. So
I know.
listen, yeah, that.
I love Bree, and I am doing slightly different variations here. See if pulling up or pulling out feels better in your body.
It is in the jungle. It is in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? It is in the jungle.
5, 4,
In the jungle.
heading to the floor for our bear plank now.
Jungle.
Ready? And 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo.
Doing these taps however fast feels right to you. You're working no matter what. Even if you're just holding the bear plank, you're working really hard. 5, 4, into our push-up, 2, 1.
Oh man. Okay, I'm going on the knees here. Delts are tired.
Halfway. Three, 2, 1. Wow. So good. Let's scooch back into a down dog. And by down dog, I mean child's pose. But while I said it, why don't we go into a down dog from here?
Let's do it. Woo.
And we're going to meet on our back. So into tabletop. And we're pressing both of our hands into our quads. Bringing our chin up, or our shoulders, shoulder blades, chest. And relaxing. And back into it. Pulling your legs in, pushing your legs out. Creating that tension in your core where you look like you're standing still, but you're working really hard.
Can confirm.
And rest a second. Gonna go into that for the last time. Go. So good. All right. We're going to grab our slider and bring it to just the end of your mat. I'm going to do it just out the back of my mat, so it'll make more sense. But from this position that we were just in, we're going to lift our hips up and we're going to just slide one heel out, keeping our hips up and in. So let's just go right into it. I'll count for us.
I've been loving this movement lately. A little hamstring, a little glute, some deep core, some obliques. So much in one small movement.
3 more. 9, 10. Coming down. If you only had one slider like me, then switch sides. And right back up. And off we go.
Fun fact about Brie and I, this is one of our hyperfixation songs this year. So many flavors.
This song really kicked off the year for us.
Yeah. Little Carlita, in case you're wondering.
And so good. Let's bring our legs just straight up to the ceiling. And let's just do a little One leg lowers and then the other leg. And if you're feeling ambitious, you can let them flip. Five, four, three, two, one. Whew. So good. Letting that bring us up just onto our hands and knees. Taking some big circles in our hips. Little cat cow. Pushing back into our down dog and just walking our hands into our feet. Wrapping our arms around us, holding yourself here in a hug, and rolling yourself up. Bringing some compression, containment, pulling with your own hands into your body. And let's just create some circular movement here in our spine. And maybe going the other way if you were going one way. Standing up straight, pulling your hug a little tighter, and letting it go. Maybe taking some time to just push out, flexing your fingers up to the ceiling as you push out and take up some space in your mat, beyond your mat.
Juste devant toi. Le ciel orangé
Ah.
à travers les lilas.
Taking an exhale,
Oui, je sais,
making some sound out your mouth,
c'est froid
bringing some bending into your legs.
ici. Pas la fin. Si tu suivais le soleil,
And moving however feels good to you for a minute.
je vais faire un pays chaud. Pour toi, l'or et le vermeil, les couleurs dans les ruisseaux. Comme tes yeux dans le ciel, ça fera de mon repos.
Bree might be a real dancer, but we believe you do not have to be a dancer to dance.
Si tu laisses le vent emporter tes
Feels so good.
Just for a second, trying to get
qui brûlent.
the movement out of your mind and following whatever impulse your body is asking you to make, regardless of what it looks like.
Si tu suivais le soleil, juste pour changer de peau, il caresserait ton sommeil, te ferait du pays chaud.
I encourage you to look away from your screens, look away from your mirrors. This is not about what it looks like. Just let it feel good.
And you can stay with this, or if you're ready, just bringing one arm across your body, getting a stretch in your shoulder and your back, and over to the other side. While your arms are crossed, bringing them behind your knees and just bending your forehead, pulling up, and stretching the other side. Bringing your right foot into your right hand, or left hand, I guess it doesn't matter. Taking a little stretch in your quad. Trying to keep your balance if you can. Going into a standing figure 4, which is actually pretty hard. Woohoo! Some days I've got the balance, some days you don't. That's how it goes. And actually just sliding that foot down to the outside of that foot so they're crossed and bending over, feeling that touch, that stretch in your IT band. And rolling up, stretching your quad on the other side. Crossing over figure 4.
And Bree always reminds me, single leg and balance work is so important for your mind and your body.
Amen. Rolling that foot down next to the other side, getting your other IT band. Rolling up. And I can't not just have a moment for this song. Okay.
Just a little wiggle. That's a good one. Very Lana coded the song. She nailed it.
All right, and either bringing your hands to just somewhere that feels good in your body, whether it be your heart, your chest, your stomach, your shoulders. Trying to find some stillness. If you can't stand still to this song, I totally understand. But taking some deep breaths and just feeling your feet rooted into the floor, your neck, the top of your head being pulled up, feeling how all of your muscles, all of your ligaments are holding you, are supporting you. This body is our home, and these muscles, these tendons, these ligaments, we move them and we strengthen them. So that they can carry us through each moment of our lives. If your eyes are still open, bringing them to close.
Back and forth, being where you stood. Nothing's really something now, the whole thing's should. It serves to suffer, make a hole in the floor.
And taking a moment to connect with where in your body you can feel or orient to pleasure.
Nothing's really
Even if it's just a little bit. Inviting yourself to soften just 2 or 3%. Blinking your eyes open and just taking a second to really look around your whole space,
No dynasty.
noticing where you are in this moment, in this space, as you orient to us on your screen, where you are in the world,
Got the best of me.
and knowing that even though you're not here with us live, that we are so, so glad that you took the time to be with us and connect with us in this way. And typically at the end of a Den training session, we would ask people to share what they
With what's left of
reflected on, what is coming up for them, to not be anonymous, but to say their name into the space if they feel comfortable doing so. And that's always an invitation. So we encourage you to maybe journal about where and how you were able to orient pleasure in your body. And also, please feel free to reach out and share it with us.
Thank you so much. Yay.